Humans, Hork-Bajir, and Lates Yurks, and Taxons, if you managed to find some earbuds. Welcome, folks, to the Wonder Yurks for all your Animorphs rewatching and eventual rereading needs. I'm Sarah. What's up?
Oh. That threw me way off.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
I'm Seda. And not much.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait, can I do like a retake of that? I got a better idea.
Okay.
Humans, Hork-Bajir, and Lates Yurks, and Taxons, if you mentioned parts of earbuds. Welcome, folks, to the Wonder Yurks for all your Animorphs rewatching and eventual rereading needs. I'm Sarah. What's up? Get it? Like it's 2004 again? You know, was
Explain to me your reference. At length, please.
It was a Budweiser. Was it a Budweiser commercial? I think it was a Budweiser commercial.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a bunch of.
Also the horror movies that it was linked to.
It was like the horror movies.
He's wearing a Scream mask.
Oh.
I think it was a separate tie-in. Oh no, sorry, that's from like Not Another Scary Movie.
Yeah, I think so.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was a Budweiser commercial where all these guys got on a phone, because this was back when, like, this was back when, like, you know, landlines were a big thing, and, like, 5 different guys in the same house got on the phone and just said, "What's up?" a lot.
It's great. That's friendship.
Yeah, that was a Super Bowl ad, I think.
Yeah, I think that's true.
They bet the fucking farm on that one. That ad, like, that ad was categorically stupid and should have not, like, made the cultural impact that it did.
We were doing stuff in the 90s. You know,
that was aughts, wasn't it?
Well, 90s, early 2000s, it's all the fucking same.
True. Oh my god. So yeah, that's like, oh man, that is some dated memes right there. Is that a meme?
I mean, in the grander sense of the word, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but
like
it's
a cultural meme. It's like in the way that you could also say like an inside joke between friends is sort of a meme, but on a very small scale.
There's like a really popular post on Tumblr that's like reblog this and tag it with like your like the memes of your friend groups, and like every single time I've seen that post come across my dashboard, that's just the tag I always see is just like, this is called an inside joke and ours is X.
Yeah.
But like Wazah is not like a meme in like the way you think about it, because like if I say like old meme, like you'd probably think like, I don't know, like Long Cat, all your base art belong to us,
Dancing Hamster.
How I Mine for Fish.
Sure, but that's just because that's how we've sort of co-opted the term. If you look at it as sort of an idea that reproduces itself, a lot of things are memes, and a lot of things are mimetic, like the SCP thing. You know,
the DNA of the soul, as my friend Metal Gear Solid put it.
So sleepy.
Oh, say that.
Sorry, I like caught myself in the middle of saying something that I didn't care about, and I was like,
I'm sorry.
I mistimed my caffeine intake today. I try to sort of amp up so that like I crash after podcast recording, and I sort of like I drink coffee while we're watching, and then during recording I get to that sort of phase where I'm like having an anxiety attack, and then I crash afterwards, and it's great and it's fine. I mistimed it today because I had other stuff to do, so I've just been crashing, and I'm gonna keep crashing, and you know what? Here we are.
You know what? The podcast is all the better for it.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
We sure as hell will. What you been up to this past week, Seda? How you been doing?
I've been fine.
Cool.
Yeah, nothing particularly interesting. Well, I released a new podcast, I guess.
Yes, you did, and can we talk about that real quick, because I fucking love it.
Sure, yeah. I forgot that was in the last week, actually.
Yeah, that was like Saturday, Sunday, because you shot me a message like, "Hey, do you want to hear a podcast I'm making? Like, I just have a pilot," and then I'm like, "Yes, please. I have not wanted anything this badly in a while." And tell us a little bit about it. It's a fucking. I like the title you came with. I do think Nettling the Score was a very good title, because I thought about that one for like 20 minutes.
I mean, I'm not sure it means anything is the only problem.
You know what? You do have a point there.
Yeah, which, you know, whatever. We're all just out here trying our best. But, yeah, basically it's a podcast where I talk to people about their really, really small problems, and I try to solve them with music. which I don't want to get too deep about it, but I think it came out of me being like, oh God, I have so many big problems in my life that I don't know how to solve. I'll solve a little problem and I'll make a song about it. So I made, as like sort of a proof of concept, I recorded a pilot where I wrote 3 songs of like 3 sort of different genres to solve 3 of my little problems.
To just to put in your mind the size of these problems, we're talking like what was it? Too many hair. Uneven Eyeliner, too many hairbrushes, and the fact that you can't get into your old Neopets account because you used a fake email.
Fake birthday, yeah.
Sorry, fake birthday. God, that's right. Neopets uses birthday as a verification.
Yeah, it's nonsense. Yeah, so I'm really excited for it because it's like really goofy and silly and really lighthearted, which is nice and a nice excuse to like write silly stuff. Which is great because all of my writing is like death, 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 and it's like so boring eventually.
They write. You know what they say? Write what you know.
Yeah, I mean exactly. But that's I'm over it for now, and so I'm excited.
And what's it called?
It's called Music for Molehills. There's a Twitter musical mole. Apparently, there's already a band called Molehill, so they took Molehill music on Twitter, and like I'm just gonna respect their space. You know, it's fine.
We could start it. We could like dox them.
I mean, they're a band, so they do have their location very much listed because they are a performing band that wants you to book them.
We could book them.
I mean, sure. Why not? Maybe I can get them on the pod.
Ooh, now that's an idea I can get into.
Speaking of dumb shit we were doing in the 90s, we watched an episode of Animorphs.
Hell yeah, we did. This was an episode. This should have been like. I feel like if you're gonna do like an amnesia episode, like the amnesia needs to happen. Like you can't do an amnesia. Like this should not have been the amnesia episode. Should have been the 2-parter. It should have been a 2-parter. Rich should have had amnesia over 2 episodes.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, I don't entirely disagree, but also if they had tried to add more content to make it into 2 episodes, I think it would have been bad. I think I prefer it being like kind of rushed and bad rather than dragged out and bad.
Yeah, I suppose so. Because like if they did like the 2 episodes, like they can't really do like what happened in the book when Rachel got amnesia, like her turning into an elephant and blowing up a house, or Marco as Big Jim driving a car down the highway, while being chased by Visor 3.
It loosely takes its plot from the first Megamorphs book, The Andalite's Gift.
Very loosely, yeah.
In that Rachel is heading out to a gymnastics camp for the weekend, and then while flying, gets hurt and loses her memory. The construction of it is very different, and it's weird. I say this so often that I understand why they did it, but in the book, a lot of the anxiety that we're getting from Rachel's, I guess this is how they could have done it as a 2-parter, is a lot of the anxiety we get about Rachel's condition is that nobody knows where she is. Nobody expects her, like nobody knows that she's missing because she's told everybody that she's going to gymnastics camp, and she's told the gymnastics camp that she's staying home. And so she's lost and nobody knows that she's lost. In this, they find that out immediately because she gets lost before she goes to meet Tobias to say goodbye because they have a connection, which she talks about for like 17 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, that was most of the episode. And then she got amnesia for like 2 minutes, and then like she got conked on the head again, and she was fine.
Yeah, but the huge change.
Well, hold on. No, in the books, you're not entirely correct when you say that, because in the books, when Rachel crashes and gets amnesia, she is spotted flying by Axe, who wants to go over and say hey.
I thought it was the opposite, that she saw Axe and wanted to say hi and then disappeared.
It is. You're right. I misread the Wikipedia article.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Because I remembered there being a lot of, like, the gang just not knowing. But the huge change...
And then she blows up a house.
Yeah. The huge change in concept here is that the book has some sci-fi alien shit of a monster that tracks morphing power or morphing energy following her around, which is dangerous because she doesn't understand how to control her morphing. And it culminates in these wild action sequences where the rest of the gang is all like morphing and going crazy. Anyway, you can read the book, I guess, if you want to know that part.
It's a good fucking book.
It's really good. And they just completely do away with that and focus on the amnesia part, which honestly I kind of am fine with, because while I do like Andalite's Gift, the fact that they did amnesia episode and weird monster that follows you around because of morphing at the same time is a lot.
I think it's ambitious. I like it.
I mean, it is ambitious, but it's...
I'm
not saying, like I said, I like it, but it's... I understand. I would probably choose to separate those concepts if I were going for it as well.
If you were Seda Capplegate? Seda Applegate?
Sure. I mean, I could probably still have my own name.
Well, yeah, but you need the Capplegate name to write these books. It's like the Highlander. You need to cut off Capplegate's head, and then you become the Capplegate.
Right. Yeah,
and
I'm just saying it's a lot of
some lightning strikes, and you morph into her.
Because I lightning morph?
You get struck by lightning like the Highlander, and then you morph.
Is that what the Highlander does?
Yeah, the Highlander cuts off some dude's head, and then he gets struck by lightning, and he absorbs the other dude's power. The morphing isn't part of the Highlander, but it's part of this because it's the Animorphs.
I did not know lightning was involved so much in the Highlander mythos.
Oh yeah, it's the quickening. When the quickening happens, there's lightning everywhere.
Oh. Huh. All right. Well, that's cool.
Yet another day of me making references no one fucking gets.
I mean, to be fair, Highlander is a very culturally relevant thing that I just happen to not have consumed.
That's fair, but it still doesn't make me feel any better when I cannot land a hit.
Speaking of landing and hits, Rachel fall down hard, hit head, forget.
Man, you are crashing.
Crashed.
That was like the most important. You just utilitarianized that sentence.
Well, we already said it.
I know. It's just so
summing it up
to me. Yeah, she crashed.
I'm being efficient with my language.
She managed to stay in partial morph while unconscious, which I think happens in the books, which it's just weird, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been a couple instances of that happening, which makes very little sense to me. Like, Cassie in the skunk plotline falls asleep as Mama Skunk and gets chewed out because they're like, what if you'd been asleep and hit your time limit? To me, with the amount of control you need over your morphs, it makes very little sense to me that you stay morphed while you're unconscious, but...
I can see staying morphed while you're unconscious. That makes a little bit more sense to me because it's like you're in that's a consistent state. The focus you have to do is on the changing, not necessarily on the because there's never a part where they're never having focus to maintain it. It's not like, a Mystique thing or something where they have to focus on retaining the shape. But passing out mid-morph, that's weird. It's like
in the book, I don't remember if she monologues about this, but she definitely is trying to tell herself yo, you have to become human again before you pass out, because she understands that she's about to get hurt. But I don't remember her doing that same thing. Yeah. I don't know.
It's kind of to me conceptually, the only way I can visualize it is this if you started a Slinky down a flight of stairs and then it just stopped partially on the start on one step, end on the other. It just wouldn't happen. It would continue in motion until it stopped. You know?
What?
I don't fucking know.
No, I'm trying to understand because
okay, so a Slinky going downstairs, right? That part makes sense.
Yeah.
It'll just keep folding over on itself. I'm saying what if it just on the 6th step on the way down, it just decided to stop.
That happens. Have you never put a Slinky down?
No, I'm not saying collapsing on itself and just stopping I'm saying it stops it starts to go it unfurls down to the 6th step, and then doesn't furl up for the other part.
That can happen.
I've never seen that happen, but to be fair, I've never had an actual Slinky. I just had shitty plastic Slinkies that never worked the way I wanted them to, so I just kind of attributed the fact that it didn't do it right to that.
Oh, I mean, I think that probably shitty plastic Slinkies are more likely to do that, because if it's proper metal, it doesn't lose momentum in as weird ways.
Yes.
As weird of ways.
Yeah.
But
I'm talking true blue metal Slinky, the kind that Ace Ventura brought down the steps of that temple in When Nature Calls.
Wow.
Yeah, topical.
Always.
Anyways, that's what it's like to me, the idea of stopping mid-morph.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. In that it's it's possible and it happens.
I just feel like the body would automatically revert to like whatever's closest. Like it would do like it would like round. It would be like if you landed on like a 0.5, but it was like you average out to like 0.5 people, so you just had to round up or round down, depending on.
That would have been helpful for her, but instead she has to wake up and go, ew, what the fuck is wrong with my arm? Because it's a wing.
Yeah, and this is all their budget for the episode.
Yeah, I do think it's funny that she wakes up with apparently enough sense of self to understand that her having a wing is weird. Hold
on. What do you mean, not the rest of it, first of all?
Like the rest of her life and memories and stuff. She doesn't know anything else, but she does know that having a wing is weird. Why? You know?
I mean, like, say that when people get amnesia, they don't lose, like, most of the time, at least,
people
they do
also
not lose
don't turn into birds, so I don't know what to tell you.
Say that, listen,
No.
What I'm saying here...
I will not.
I'm saying... Say that. What?
I know what you're gonna say, and I've already said my piece. Why? It'd just be fun if she woke up and she was like, look, I have one wing.
Okay, yes, I can go with you on that. Just your insistence that amnesia means that you forget what humanity is.
I know what fucking amnesia is, but this is a television show, and they use amnesia in stupid ways all the time.
Say that, I'm not going to disagree and say it would have been better if she was like, oh, fuck yeah, I got a wing.
Uh-huh.
But, like... If you got in an accident where you lost your leg and also lost your memory, would you like wake up with a freshly bleeding wound and be like,
maybe
that's
if
normal.
I were in a 90s television show, I would.
You got
Why not?
So Cassie and Jake are playing baseball in the park. Well, Marco's there too, but he's just like sitting by a tree.
Yeah.
And he calls them Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, it's cute because they're just slapsticking all over the place. Not super good at baseballing together.
Yep, but it's, you know what? It's okay because they don't need to be good at baseball. They got the power of friendship on their side. Friendship's gonna knock that dinger right over the big green monster man.
And it's cute and good, and Cassie does nearly hit Marco in the face with a baseball. Which is very funny, because Marco, I think, is supposed to be, like, sort of in the outfield doing, like, catching and stuff, but instead he's just sitting down next to a tree, and so he's like, ow, you nearly hit me. And she's like, dude, isn't that what you're there for? Is that your fucking job in this game, bud? And he's like, ugh.
I've been watching like baseball videos on YouTube, specifically like defensive highlights of one baseball player, one Andrelton Simmons, and like seeing some people who are like really good at baseball, really good at defensive play is like fucking ridiculous to watch. Like I'm just bringing this up because baseball was mentioned, but like holy shit, these guys are good at this sport. Like, watching good batters is an impressive feat of strength, but, like, seeing Andrelton Simmons, like, fucking, like, lose his footing, do a split, and still huck the ball from, like, between second and third base to first with, like, ridiculous accuracy, it's absolutely fucking nutty.
Yeah, that's cool. I frequently don't know enough about anything to understand those kind of videos, but when you see something that's, like, objectively, physically impressive, that's always exciting.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous what some of these people are good at. Yeah. My friend Sean put it decently. He and they were like what did they say? They were like like Major League Baseball players are either like decent players or like fucking superhumans.
Yeah, and some of them would be good at volleyball baseball, but not all of them. It's a different game. It's got some similar skill sets, but
not all of them. We can't talk about volleyball baseball anymore, Seda. Our lawyers forbid us from talking anymore about it before they can get the copyright approved.
I already said everything I need to say about volleyball baseball.
Frankly, I'm surprised our lawyers let us put last week's episode out. That was begging to be stolen.
Just try. Try me.
You
I'm
don't
the
have
only legal volleyball baseball cheerleader. What are you going to do without me, huh? I'm the only one, legally. I had that sorted out way before.
I mean, they're probably going to offer to pay you like $50 a game, and you'll be like, yeah, I'll take that.
No, I won't. $50? Fuck you. I don't do physical things for $50. I won't leave my house for $50.
Okay, if I offered you $50 right now to just like go for like a 10-minute walk, would you take that?
I'm like so tired.
Please, I need to be clear. I'm not trying to make fun of you in the slightest here. I'm just genuinely curious.
No, I know, but like I'm so sleepy. I don't want to go outside.
Frankly, I mean, I've got a broken leg, so my situation's a little bit different, but I don't think you could not. You'd have to pay me like at least triple digits to get me to go outside for a walk for 10 minutes with the way I'm feeling right now.
Just so sleepy.
Yeah.
Tobias comes up and he does not have the sense of emergencies that he should, knowing that Rachel has disappeared.
Yeah.
He
lets Jake do another pitch.
And like lets them fuck around for a good like 40 seconds before he's like, listen, Rachel's missing. And they're like, what? What? What?
No, she's not. She's at volleyball baseball practice.
Yeah. But we were supposed to meet up before volleyball baseball practice to talk strategy for switching team alliances, which is possible. You do have to be sprinting the entire time you talk, but it's fine. And she didn't show up. And we always talk strategy before volleyball baseball camp.
That rule actually applies to people who are both currently on the field of play and people who are like on the bench. Like even coaches and stuff have to be constantly sprinting. Like the game has to take.
If they're in talks.
If they're talking, yes.
Yeah.
So like anytime a coach has to like just like talk to one of his players or something, they have to like there's like this like all takes place within like a giant like track and field circle, so they can just like sprint and just talk to their player at the same time.
Yeah.
But when they're not talking, they can rest. Yeah. They've got velocity sensitive earplugs.
Yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful sport full of technological advancements, and I love it so much. The gang
best sport in the world.
First we cut back to Rachel, who's like wandering the woods, sadly, and
she finds she
wanders into like a cabin, and almost immediately like eats something off of the table, and it's like. Hun.
No, you have amnesia, but like if you knew enough to demorph your bird wing, you should know enough to not eat like forest jerky.
Yeah. And at least like even if you don't think that's a bad idea in general, you should at least be going by like Fae rules, right? In the forest, like if you eat something, you're stuck there, and like that kind of happens to her. So
okay, hold on. I was about to ask, did you know Fae rules at age 14? But fucking of course you did. The question is, I'm not an average teenager. I was a little bit more of a like fantasy nerd than most. Mm-hmm. Did I know Fae rules at age 14? Because I don't think I did. I don't think I was until like 17 that I learned those.
Fair. Yeah. I think that Rachel wouldn't naturally know. But I do think that her being close with Tobias might have made her heard something.
Though if you'd asked me if I knew what the Hades rules were at age 14, I would have been able to tell you, because Persephone ate 4 pomegranate seeds and was stuck there for 4 months of the year, and that's why winter happens.
I actually learned that fact weirdly young, because I remember having a fort under my porch, so I must have been like 7 maybe, because 2 of my friends and I would all squeeze in under my porch, so we must have been very small, and I remember us eating pomegranates with our hands and being like, we're going to hell. So we were like edgy though, so we were cool with it.
You were prematurely goth.
That yes, I mean that's certainly true.
I mean, to be fair, the thing is ideally you could be goth from birth.
Yeah.
AGAB.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
The third assigned birth gender.
Mm-hmm. That's the one. Beautiful.
Oh. So yeah, she eats like some forest jerky, and then like some weird old woman with white hair shows up and starts screaming about yerks and controllers, and locks Rachel in like a prison, in like a dungeon cell, basically.
Yeah, I'm not totally solid on like the layout of it, but she traps her in a room somehow that has sort of slatted walls, kind of. It's not totally clear. um, and Rachel does also at one point pick up a jar, and you obviously see like a slug type thing inside.
It's a brined yerk.
Yeah, she looks
It's
at it and has a flashback.
Trans girls buy them by the jar.
Slugs?
Brian, it's a pickles joke. It's a dill pickles joke.
Yeah, no, I'm into that. But you did say slugs.
What? No, the joke I was making was brined, and then I said trans girls, but okay, cool. I know I said slugs. That was very intentional.
Looking back, it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not very smart.
So she's trapped. The lady's sort of yelling at her that she's a yerk, and Rachel's like, I don't know what that is. And she's sad and confused and rips a map off the wall. I was watching this in very, 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 very low quality. So if there was any sort of visual cue of any plot or anything in this episode, I probably missed it.
Yep.
Unfortunately. But I believe at this point she takes sort of a map off the wall. This woman has been yelling to her about the sharing, etc. And Rachel's like, I guess I'm part of the sharing. And she just starts wandering the forest while her friends try to find her by Jake turning into Homer, who is not a tracking dog, I think.
Golden, he's a retriever. He's going to retrieve Rachel.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess most dogs could sort of track. Most dogs can sniff. It's just the training.
Sorry if you already said this and I just zoned out for it, because that's kind of the brain space that I guess we're both in today. How does Rachel get out of the cabin?
Oh, she kicks her way out.
Okay,
Yeah.
not like in the book where she burns the cabin down.
No, they skipped
or the old lady burns the
that
cabin
detail,
down.
Unfortunately,
yeah, they didn't have the budget to burn the cabin down and have Rachel turn into a bear to escape it.
Yeah, no, she just like looks over and sees that some of the plywood that makes up the wall is really weak, and just fucking kicks it down with her human body.
Yep.
It's like, all right, why not? And yeah, she starts wandering the woods, runs into somebody and says that she's looking for the sharing, and he's like, are you a member or are you looking to join? And she's like, I think I'm a member. And he brings her to the sharing, and her friends see her do this. And Marco being suspicious is always really delightful to me, because the others are not I wouldn't say idealistic, all of them, but often sort of have one-track minds of like, must save friend. And Marco's the one who's like, I'm going to think outside of the box. What if she's not our friend and she's actually a double agent? And it's like, thanks, Marco.
She's been asleep herself from birth.
Yeah,
and then the words Escafil device activated her.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And this is the best. This is the best chance that she had to turn on them, and not like when Marco and Jake were flies on her back as a kitty, and she was in Visor 3's house,
or any time at night when they're all asleep.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's great. And they sort of are cautious. There's a weird thing where she's getting like quote unquote checked over by a quote unquote med student in the sharing, who I think is just like touching her head and then sort of scans it and is like, no slug in here, boss. Well, she knows too much. We can't let Visor 3 know. And the two guys are just fighting about whether they're going to tell Visor 3 anything.
Yeah.
And then there's Wolf.
Yeah, then Wolf shows up, and it's like... So, like, a wolf just randomly wanders into camp, randomly wanders in the door of this tent, where this Yerk is randomly about to go into this girl's head, and it's a wolf, also. Did I mention it's a wolf? Mm-hmm. And they don't think anything of it, really. Like, they're not equipped to handle a wolf. Like, you'd think the sharing would have, like, a gun. Like, one gun.
Sure. I mean, they do yell, like, oh, Andalite bandits, but nobody, like, does anything about it.
Yeah. Like, just have one gun.
Yeah. Or anything. Like, bear spray. You know?
Yeah.
You
Wolf
want
spray.
that anyway. You're in woods.
Just get a no-no can.
Get a little... Put some coins in a can and just shake it.
Yeah.
Wolves probably don't like that. They only don't like it because they don't like money, though.
Oh yeah,
wolves are anti-capitalist.
Yeah, wolves are all leftists and socialists.
Yeah. My favorite,
except the ones that are Nazis.
Sure. Yeah.
That was a furries joke.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
I was like, oh yeah.
I wanted to make sure.
And then I got sad about that.
Yeah, sorry. This fandom is not as great as it seems.
There's this great moment where Rachel is sitting down and they want to put a Yerk in her head. And it's so not subtle. Like, he doesn't, like, hide the Yerk in his palm and, like, slide it onto her head or anything. He just picks up a huge Yerk. It's so big with tweezers.
Like, there is no way you fit that in a head.
Her head for, like, 10 seconds until she sees it out of her peripheral vision and is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm not saying I wanted Rachel to get yerked, obviously, but, like, if they were gonna do it smart, you know? Y'all are supposed to be good at this. Y'all are supposed to be taking over the entire human race. What the fuck?
I mean, these are just teens.
Sure.
Do you think
the
do you
Yerks
really
might not
think,
be teens.
No, but, like, do you think they put, like, their high-ranking smart Yerks in, like... Do you think that, like, every Yerk on this invasion is, like, a fucking brain genius? I feel like there's, like, some incompetence in these ranks.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Like, I'm not talking, like, complete idiocy, but, like, not everyone's gonna be Visor 3, Visor 1 levels of, like, fifth-dimensional chess. Some of them are just gonna be like, what if we just dangle a slug by her ear?
Yeah... I guess I just expect more from my evil, like, villains, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess that's not fair.
Yeah. And then they save Rachel. They take her back to the barn. She tries to run, and then Jake turns into a tiger in front of her, and they rob me. They just show him turning halfway into a tiger, and they don't even show me the tiger itself.
Yeah.
And then they show Rachel, like, start to morph into a lion, and they like, freeze frame it on, like, this, like, horrible shot of what I'm assuming is, like, to me, it looked kind of like an open mouth, like, turning into, like, that big, like, triangle nose that that lions got. The big snout.
The mouth does weird stuff in the lion morph. I think it's supposed to be stretching outwards to be
a mouth?
Like, the mouth, but they make it really big and open instead, I guess, so probably they can have the dramatic effect of the lion morphing in and, like, roaring immediately.
Like the MGM logo.
Yeah. But it means that the mouth does a weird thing.
That lion was a Nothlet.
Oh. Uh-oh.
The MGM lion? Yeah, that's a Nothlet.
That's sad. I always thought he was an employee because he's an employee in the movie Cats Don't Dance. It's just a lion that... But also in Cats Don't Dance, all of the animals are employees. So...
Better universe.
It's nice.
Yeah. And then we just, like, cut to Rachel doing cartwheels in the park.
It's so cute. They're doing victory cartwheels, and then Marco goes to do one and, like, falls over. But it's very funny because the actor is so obviously completely able to do a cartwheel. So he sort of, like, does what would be a successful cartwheel if he didn't purposefully knock himself over. It's very, like... Yeah, we get it. Marco's goofy and physically incapable, but
question
is not.
Can you do cartwheels?
Me?
Yes.
Jesus, no! You just heard me say that you can't pay me $50 to walk outside of my apartment, right?
Could you at some point in your life do cartwheels? Because I've never been able to.
No.
Okay.
I have never been physically coordinated at all.
I've tried a lot.
No.
I haven't tried in recent years. Maybe once my leg gets better, I'll try to do a cartwheel.
Sure, just re-injure that. Do it as soon as you get the cast off.
Just catch me like flipping down the hallway at my doctor's office.
Yeah.
Like they just like buzzsaw the cast like, and then I hop off the operating table and do a flip.
You're like, you just holler like, I heard that fresh bone is the most resilient and flexible, and just like start parkouring.
And then I just jump up the side of the building and I do it.
Wow, great.
Yay!
Beautiful story.
So that's this episode of Animorphs.
Great.
We got a question.
Mm-hmm.
We get the one. No, we don't have more questions. This question from friend of the show, the Teventer Soldier. Friend of yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. My question is this. Besides your own house, what kind of building would you set on fire if you were a woods lady?
I mean, let's get one fact straight about me that I think all of my close friends know and some of my casual acquaintances know, but maybe you who's currently listening don't know. I would set anything on fire anytime.
Yes.
That's just an interest of mine.
I
probably wouldn't set something on fire in the woods, though, because I do care about the environment. But I was recently thinking a lot about what I would do during the purge. And other than redistributing grocery stores and supplies throughout the community in an organized effort, I'd have a big bonfire in parking lot. A safe one, but big.
Hell yeah. I think that'd be like a good way to get, if you had like $1 bajillion, that'd be a really good way to get through the purge, like untouched. Like you set your own house, you set your own house on fire in a very controlled blaze, and then like get in your fireproof safe house. Right. Because then, because then anyone who walks by is gonna be like, oh, well, that house is on fire. Looks like that damage has already been done. Okay, I won't go murder them.
I don't think that the purge would be that violent, which is where my sort of ideas come from.
I'm saying in the universe of the Purge movies.
Oh, well, I'd be dead. So
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Alternately, what's the best morph for doing arson?
Oh, interesting.
I think like a primate of some variety. Hold a lighter real easy. Wear pants. Wear jeans.
That or like a crow.
Oh, I like that. Okay, I very much like the idea of a crow just like setting a building on fire.
Yeah, me too. Like a lot.
Shit. Sadie, can you draw that up for us? Sadie, can you draw that up for us for a logo? Just a crow doing arson?
Yeah, I'm very historically good at drawing, so that'll go really well.
Actually, wait, no, that's your next album cover.
Yeah, I mean it is sort of the feeling of a lot of my music, so I'll accept that.
Yeah. The sequel to A Crow Looked at Me by what the fuck is that band?
I can't think about it. It makes me sad.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It
Not
was
eerie.
the first thing I thought when I thought of crows.
Yeah, I listened to that album. I got like halfway through Death Is Real, and I was like, oh, I can't do this right now.
Yeah, me too, but I did because I had to.
Yep.
Because that's how I operate. And I have listened to it since several times, and every time it's like, hey, excuse you, you're making this choice, huh?
That's just how it is on this bitch of an earth.
Mm-hmm.
So, as always, thank you to our patrons, Michael Kaiser, Sophie, Alec, Paul Bechtel, and Twitter user Sophie Altergeist. If you want to support us, get your name read on this podcast, patreon.com/fearbaiting. Help support this and our sister podcast, Fearbaiting, which I do with a cadre of rotating guests. Blair is finally fucking coming back in like 2 weeks. They're going to be on this show. They're going to be on Fearbaiting. Seda is staying on this show to read the books with us, and I'm so fucking pumped to get back to reading the books. My other podcast, Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, a Letism podcast. Did I mention my guest spot on In Pursuit of Passions last week?
Yep, but you can do it again.
I will. I talked about transformation on In Pursuit of Passions, and it was a really fun time, a really good interview. It is horny a little bit, so be wary of that going into it, but hey, it was fun to do. Check me out on Twitter at GayestLulu or on Tumblr, chiesatsunaka.tumblr.com. You can check out my Twitch streams. I'm doing those more often. Twitch.tv/gaylulu. I'm playing Cuphead, and I'm trying to get under a 35-minute time in that game, and it's very difficult, but I'm gonna get there. Seda, where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter at nudity with an EA instead of a Y, and you can find links to all my shit on there, usually. I make music as people you meet outside of bars. I got a new podcast called Music for Molehills. And that's it.
Cool.
I always feel really bad about going on these plugs, especially when we've just recorded a bad episode. Yeah, so that's podcast.
Yay! Podcast. Until next week, we'll be back again next week to talk about more Animorphs, the TV show. But until then, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Seda.
And remember,
keep your hand on that Escafil device.